Hello, welcome to my channel, Tired Old Man. Today we're going to be talking about something different. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've been wanting to get to help me around the farm, around my house, and just something to have some fun with. Like I told you to start with, Tired Old Man is going to be doing more things than just redoing a house. And let me show you what it is. It's my new drone. Been wanting one for a long time. Finally bit the bullet and got me a drone. Let me find my opener here so we can get it open and see what we got inside of this bad boy. But been doing some research on it, trying to figure out which drone I wanted to get. I wound up getting the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. Just come out, I guess, about 6 months ago, and they've got all the bugs worked out of it, and it's got all the features that a novice needs, somebody that has never had a drone before. And I have never had a drone other than my wife bought me a little toy drone that I could not fly, but I wanted something that was going to take some great pictures, something that I could really have some fun with. And so this is the drone that I decided on after doing quite a bit of research, looking, trying to decide, and watched a lot of people on YouTube reviewing drones, different drones. But I'm going to do something a little different. I am not a drone expert by no means because I've never had a drone that I have flew. So that means I am not a drone expert. So I am going to show people what it is like for a novice to open a real drone, not a toy drone that you go to the big box store and buy, but a real drone. I'm going to show you what the hardships are and how it is when these drone experts tell you, oh, we'll do this and do that. But that's because they got 50 drones on the shelf. They've been flying drones for 10 years, and something that they think everybody should know. Well, people like me, I don't know it. I don't know the terminology. I don't know how to do a drone. I don't know about anything other than what little research that I've done on it. So I'm going to try to make it where a novice can get a drone. This is not a professional drone. This is not a $3,000 drone, but it is a nice drone. It's not a toy. And it's something that you can fly and take some great video with and some great pictures. So without further ado, we're going to open the drone and show you what's in the box. Of course, the drone. Let's get this bad boy out. This is the Zino Mini Pro. Been waiting to get this bad boy. Finally got me a drone. Let's get it open and show you what it looks like. Oh boy. Is that thing not little or what? My hands are not big. I'm not a big man. That is a little drone. Let's get that bad boy opened up. See what it looks like when it's open. Now I'm trying to do this like the professionals told me to do. And as you can see, I'm a novice and it's not as easy as they make it look. But here is the Zino Mini Pro. Oh man, I can't wait to fly this thing. 200, I don't hope you can see it, 249 grams, which means I do not have to register this drone. So I'm probably like a lot of people, especially a novice. I don't want to jump out there and start letting the government get in everything that I do. But I bought this for my pleasure, and so I want to just fly it and have fun with it. So let's go over some of the things that I have learned about the drone from from my research and tell you a little bit about it. First off, it is a 249 gram drone, which means you do not have to register it. This little sticker right here that you see is, you would think that would be where you would put a micro SD card, in that little slot right here, but it's not. This drone does not have a and it has another slot on this side, but it does not have a a micro USB slot. So it's internal in the drone. I don't know where I will like that or where I will not like it, but this is the drone I decided on. So we'll see when we go fly it, and I'll take you along with us. It's got a 3-axle gimbal on it. Let's take the cover off of that. It unsnaps under the bottom and comes off. And this is the gimbal, the camera. And I'm not going to go into all the specs on the camera. Like I said, I am not an expert by any means, but I did want to show you what it's going to be like to unbox it and get it up and running. So let me get this back on there, because you don't want to take that off until you're actually going to fly the drone. So, and it snaps back on. If I can get it like it's supposed to be. There. Snaps back on. It supposedly has a heat shield under there. This drone evidently gets a little warm, but you do not fly it with that. That's what they're saying. This heat shield pops off. And so we're just going to lay this to the side right now. We're not going to use the heat shield. They're saying that the underside of it gets a little warm, especially when you hover it a long time. It's got a light for flying it at night, so it can use it to, so you can see the drone, and so the drone can actually see where to take off and where to land. It's got several sensors under there. Like I said, I am not a drone expert, but these are supposed to be to help it. It has a obstacle avoidance, and so has them on the front. Has 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and it has on the bottom. So it will not let you, me being a novice and never flown a drone before, I wanted to have a drone that had this on it. So when I go outside, the first thing I don't do is crash a, this is not a cheap drone. So this is not a $39 drone that you buy, or $50 or $100 drone. This drone was not cheap. So I didn't want to crash it where I bought this drone, or any drone. I wanted something with obstacle observance where it will not let me crash it into something. So this drone has that, and it's got to have those sensors front, back, and on the bottom. The bottom ones really help it for landing. The front one and the back one keep you from flying it into something. But it's got those on it, and so that's gonna help me when I'm flying this thing, to help me from crashing it and running it into something and losing my drone that I'm so tickled just to have. Another reason that I bought the Zino Mini Pro is the flight time. Some of the other drones got 30, 33 minutes, 31 minutes, and less. This drone has 40 minutes of flying time. So for somebody that don't know how to fly, the longer I can have it in the air, the more I can learn how to fly it and what I'm going to be doing with it. So that was another reason that I bought this particular drone. Another reason is its flight distance, 10 kilometers. Now, legally, the way I understand, you cannot fly a drone. It's line of sight, so you got to be able to see it. And I promise you, I cannot see 10 kilometers. But they're saying the reason that they have that is if things get in your way, if you're around cell phone towers or microwaves or anything, it will affect the quality of the images that are coming back that you're actually seeing on your phone. So the 10 kilometers, nobody's going to fly it for 10 kilometers. But if you can fly it out for, I don't know, if you can fly it 1 kilometer and be able to still see it and still be able to control it and do everything that you need to do with it, versus another drone that won't go that far. Some of them that I have looked at, they'll only go so many meters, and basically by the time you get out of the yard with it, you couldn't see it, and you start losing your signal. So that's another reason that I bought the Zino Pro. It like I said, it is not a toy. This does not feel like a toy. This thing has got even though it weighs 249 grams, it feels heavy to me, heavier than I thought it would feel. Like I said, I've never owned a drone before other than that little toy that my wife bought me. So I can't wait to get this thing up in the air. But I'm going to set the drone over to the side a minute, and then we're going to go the rest of the things that are in the pack, and we're going to go through these and see what's in there. Let's see what we got. Got a charging brick in there for charging everything up. Got an extra. I bought the 2 battery pack. Has 2 batteries in it. Has a little light where you can test. This one has looks like it's mostly fully charged. It's got 4 lights lit up on it. So got 2 batteries. The other battery is in the drone right here, and that's the way you turn the drone on and the way you turn it off. Another thing that it's got a micro USB port right here, and from what I understand, you can't charge the drone from there. You have to take the battery out, which comes out with those 2 little clips at the back of the battery. And you pull the battery out, and then you can charge it. What that is for is because it doesn't have a external where you can take it out, USB, micro USB card in it, then you have to plug your cords into it and then plug your laptop or your computer, and that's the way that you get your footage and whatever you put on your drone off of it. Let's see what else we got in here. That doesn't feel like a battery, but evidently that is the charging. I'm going to call it a charging brick. It looks like that the batteries clip on it. I'm not going to take the other battery out of the drone. And that's the way you charge the batteries. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. We got cable. It's probably for charging. Looks like we've got cables for hooking the controller up to your phone. Looks like they've got 3 of those in there for different phones. And where is the... Oh, it's got a screwdriver in there. I'm assuming that's to change the blades on it. A manual that I am going to need. And another cable. We'll have to figure out what that is for. And let's see, in the top up here we have, looks like 2 sets of propeller blades. Okay. Looks like some more joysticks. That's it for there. Where's the controller at? Oh, it is down in the bottom under a flap, like it's hidden down there. Okay. Now I'm gonna set the carrying case over to the side, and this is what the controller is. That thing has some, it doesn't feel like a toy either. So looks like it has the, I guess they are the antennas to it. It's up there. That is a return to home, if my memory serves me. That's the way you power it on. And this is the functions where you change from, I guess the film mode is for the F, the N is for the normal mode, and the S is for the sport mode. Okay. Looks like on the top, that is the camera button. And this little controller right here is the gimbal, where you turn the gimbal up or down, so you can if you want to film something down below you. That's the, looks like the record button here, and I'm gonna have to do some research on what that FN button is. Function button for something. Okay. The bottom down here, pull this out, and this is where the phone goes. And here's where the joysticks are. Let's take those bad boys out and put them in. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't so bad for old Fat Finger Glenn. Well, I did better with my left hand than I'm doing with my right hand. Okay. And it does have a display screen, which most of the other drones that I looked at did not have. So that, I really like that. They're saying that if you do lose signal, and you shouldn't with this particular drone because of the 10-kilometer range, but they're saying if you do, you will always be, if your battery goes dead on your phone or what, then this right here is where you will be able to see what's going on with the drone. Another thing that the Zino has that I didn't talk about, it has zoom. The camera has I think a 6x zoom on it. So that'll be great. So me as a novice that don't know how to fly this thing, I won't have to get so close to everything to get some really good footage and some good pictures. So I can zoom in on it instead of trying to get my drone flown right in close on it. So that is really going to be good. I can't wait to get this thing, get it outside and get it in the air. Well, I'm going to get everything charged up and go over this a little bit myself. I don't want to try to talk about it too much until I know a little something about it. So I'm going to go over it, and then I'll come back and show you what I've learned. I'll be back in a minute. I think after doing some reading and doing a little research, the first thing that we need to do is go to page 12 in your manual and download. That will send you where you can download the Hubsan app, and then you can we can start learning how to get this thing set up. So I guess I've already got the app downloaded, and like I said, just go to page 12 in your manual, and that little thing right there will be able to send you to the app, and then you download it. Now let's get it hooked up to the controller and see what that looks like. Because I have an iPhone, then it's gonna do. I'm gonna get the cable that works to my phone, and it says phone on the cable, and then you plug the other part into the controller. Well, my fat fingers got me again. And there you have it. My phone is connected to my tablet. Okay, now we've got it plugged in. Now let me do some more reading and see what we got to do now. I'll be back in a minute. Now I still have not tried to fly this. I wanted to get out in an open field and go where I could be. I'm hoping I don't wreck this thing and crash it the first time I fly it, because the package I got, this thing was $680, somewhere around in there. It was not cheap. I'm hoping this thing is going to be what I want it to be, and I'm hoping it's going to be a good drone and going to work the way it's supposed to. The reviews that I've read and seen, is supposed to be a good drone. But that's pretty much all I've got right now. I wanted to do this and make this video for people that are like me, have never flew a drone, never had a drone except for that toy drone. And so I'm going to tell you all the problems that I run into, all the good stuff that I run into. But I guess I'll stop now and come back after I fly it and make a whole new video, and then I'll let you know what I find. Hope I don't crash it. Thanks for watching.